Hey YouTube, Kisdota here. Okay, so death battle time. We're gonna get into Sauske versus that guy from Yu Yu Hakusho. Let me just wait. Hey, Hiei. Okay. Anyway, as for Naruto, I watched a lot of it when it started out. That was a long time ago. Yu Yu Hakusho, I didn't really get that into. Hold on, let me just get the video ready. Honestly, I never found it that interesting. Yeah, plus, for some reason, wherever I lived in California back then, Cartoon Network would disappear like during the afternoon and switch to horse races. I don't know why. It was just automatic. Anyway, let's get this started. Death battle time. Here we go. Sauske was a freaking asshole.
They're grim, nihilistic, and dreadfully ominous. Even when they fight on the side of good, they'll never crack a smile or share in the reward.
Oh, great. We're talking about edgelords, aren't we?
Sauske, rival to Naruto Uzumaki and the solitary survivor of the Uchiha clan.
And Hiei, rival to Yusuke Urameshi and lonely orphan to demons. Neat. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, it's a 8-bit fight. Yeah, that's fine. We had a great 3D fight.
The Uchiha clan was renowned for their incredible ability in battle. Despite being one of the founding families of the Hidden Leaf village, Konoha, the Uchiha were outcast and cut off.
For good reason. Their people had gotten pretty famous for attacking the village with a big 9-tailed fox. So, not a good look.
But everything changed with the head of the clan's firstborn son, Itachi. He was a brilliant boy and a promising future for the family.
Even becoming the youngest kid to ever graduate ninja school. I went there for a bit, but then I learned they didn't use guns, so, you know.
But Itachi opposed the clan's latest plot for a coup. His response was, well, pretty clear-cut.
Alright.
I'll say, he went and murdered all of them. Every last one, except
so
for
many
his kid brother,
people
Sasuke.
He was just an asshole.
Naturally, Sasuke was pretty pissed off that his big bro killed his whole family, so he swore to become the bestest shinobi ever and hunt Itachi down. Probably should have let him in on the plan there, Itchy.
Just like his brother, Sasuke soared through his schooling with flying colors, quickly learning the 3 primary kinds of jutsu, or ninja techniques.
Ninjutsu, which is basically magic spells, Genjutsu, which messes with the mind, and Taijutsu, the one where you just punch people.
While Sasuke impressed with inhuman speed, swordsmanship, and physical ferocity, he's mastered several powerful ninjutsu techniques.
Like belching his classic fire breath, making up to 8 shadow clones of himself, and the Chidori, a ball of freaking lightning that has some shocking effects.
Plus many more. And along the path to revenge, he spent much of his time perfecting and improving these techniques. Even mastering lightning release to the point of casting Hiei, an electric strike in the shape of a dragon.
Divine Intervention 2.0. Smiting your foes is the way to go.
He can infuse his abilities with any of the 5 elements: fire, wind, earth, water.
Heart!
Did he master all 5 of them?
Obviously.
No.
As well as yin release, an element of creation itself.
Ooh.
So basically, don't make fun of Sasuke to his face, cause he'll kill the shit out of you before you even know what's happening. And we haven't even covered his best weapon yet.
Right, it turns out Itachi didn't only spare his brother because he loved him. He planned for Sasuke to witness this horror. He planned for Sasuke to swear revenge on him. Because this was the sort of trauma and hatred necessary to unlock an Uchiha's greatest weapon, the Sharingan.
The Sharingan eyes aren't some cool-looking lenses. They give Sasuke a bunch of new abilities. He can see chakra, the energy within people that powers jutsu. He can copy an opponent's techniques, memorizing them after one look.
It is almost like a mirror image of my own.
So he has to be right.
He can even trap you in a bonkers genjutsu hallucination that makes you go crazy or just pass out, like me on Saturday.
Oh, damn,
and that's just the standard version. By adding the trauma of loss to the mix, the Sharingan can evolve
like a Pokemon
into the Mangekyo Sharingan. With the Mangekyo, Sasuke can call upon far greater powers. He can cast Amaterasu, an irrepressible black fire hot enough to burn the sun. Even better, Sasuke can summon the Susanoo, an enormous avatar of chakra that fights for and protects him.
Which is strong enough to slice through meteors. Badass. Too bad
Nice.
Sharingan Part 2 has one big downside.
Yes, it eventually causes the user to go blind.
Unless you find someone else with the same manky eyes, pluck those out of his head, then rip out your own eyes and replace them with the other guys. Gross!
And so, Sasuke found
I kinda
and killed
gave
his
up
older
a while.
brother,
Is that-
avenging his family and swapping Mangekyo eyes, which was, again, Itachi's plan all along. So...
Damn, I
good
missed a
job.
lot of crap.
Who came up with this shit? Ahem. We're not done with eyeball shenanigans, though.
Xana's
He
multiple
also
forms.
got some Renegon circles, which gives him all sorts of weird context-sensitive powers. Like the I'm not gonna say that word. He teleports by bending space and time.
Most
Oh,
notably,
fuck.
the Renegon
Dick
grants
move.
Sasuke the powers of the 6 paths, like the Diva path for manipulating gravity, the Human path for ripping out souls, and the Preta path for draining energy.
Like a ninja vampire!
Sasuke has
No,
used the Diva path in particular to extreme effect, once creating multiple planetoids
Gravity
which crashed in
manipulation.
an explosion visible from outer space.
By checking out
He
the
has
Earth's
yet to
curve here,
utilize
it's pretty
them,
obvious
but
the blast
he
is
should
worth more
still
than
be capable
35
of them.
teratons of TNT. That's
Okay.
7 billion times more powerful than the Tsar bomb, the biggest nuke ever detonated.
The 35.
And as mentioned before, Sasuke is known
Carat
for his
tons of TNT.
incredible speed, able to keep pace with the likes of fellow legends Naruto and Madara. In fact, Naruto once dodged an attack from Madara which, according to the 4th databook, moves at the speed of light.
Right, I remember
And
that.
Sasuke can fight Naruto to a draw. You know,
Okay.
the guy who's an alien descendant with a demon fox in his belly and also took a beam to the face that sliced the moon in half? That's a 27 exaton blast right there.
With his
Oh.
quest complete, Sasuke finally discovered Itachi's true goals. But even after making peace and having a child of his own, he never could return to the happy life of society.
You just can't shake off all that edginess.
Instead, Sasuke chose to defend the Hidden Leaf from a distance, just like his brother before him.
Don't mess with Sasuke of the Sharingan.
If anyone who criticizes my way of life were to come forward, I'd turn around and kill every single one of their loved ones, so that they too could grasp what it's like to experience this hatred of mine.
Damn, I missed a lot.
Standing less than 5 feet tall,
I gave
this
up before the
black-clad goth
2-year
child may
skip
not
or
seem so
wherever
intimidating
Cartoon
at first
Network
glance.
stopped
Yeah, I
showing
mean, paint a
Naruto.
red stripe on him and he's just a human Shadow the Hedgehog.
But in reality, Hiei is a menacing warrior of demonic heritage, born to a forbidden love between an ice woman and a fire monster.
Ah, reminds me of me and my ex.
That sounds
Too
impossible.
bad the rest of the ice ladies got pissed that she had banged a literally hot dude, so when her son was born, they chucked the little bastard right off their floating island. Damn, ladies, I know you're jealous, but you don't gotta take it out on the kid. That's my stepfather's job.
And yet, the child survived. Raised by thieves and remembering every last moment of the catastrophe of his birth,
Oh,
Hiei
he
swore
remembered.
revenge.
And having bandits for foster parents means he got into stealing and murder at a wonderfully young age.
With his otherworldly physique, Hiei quickly became an expert in athletic ability and swordsmanship. These
He's
skills would
faster?
grow even further after he joined forces with his rival, the spirit detective Yusuke.
But he needed more than blades and brawn to get back at the ice bitches. So he went to Shigure, the Doctor of Darkness, who would implant a magical third eye into his forehead. Cause we still ain't done with these eyeball shenanigans, I
Oh.
guess.
This was
He
the
really is
Jagan,
like Sasuke.
literally translating to evil eye. With the Jagan, Hiei wields numerous mystical powers. He can
Okay, let's
spy
see.
on people and objects from 10 kilometers away. He can read minds and protect his own from powerful mental attacks.
Oh,
he can move
okay.
objects and energy with telekinesis.
And that's just the start of his powers. But with the Jagan stuck in his face, Hiei finally made the trip to Ice Town. But wasn't quite what he expected.
Right, instead of slaughtering the demon women as he planned, he spared them. Because he realized that they lived meaningless, cold lives.
You get it? Cause they're ice people.
Is this pity? From a demon?
I mean, you might not want to invite this guy to your next backyard party, but he's not that bad of a guy. Case in point, he found out he's got a twin sister and set out on a new mission to find and protect her.
And with the Jagan Eye and his further abilities, he'd make one powerful bodyguard.
Yeah,
So I
by
guess that makes sense
incinerating
why
all
they
your
would have him
enemies,
go
he
against
can light
Sasuke,
his punches
because he's
ablaze
evil
with
eye.
his fist of the mortal flame, giving his foes a sick burn. But what's better than
Really hope
normal
my screen's
fire?
not freezing.
Demon fire, of course. Dragon-shaped demon fire.
This is the Dragon of the
Okay,
Darkness
how hot is
Flame,
this?
an overwhelming entity of fire and pain that can obliterate foes in an instant.
It just killed all those people. I feel a little bad, but they're demons, so yeah.
The dragon burns hotter than fire and is difficult to control. It can even turn on its wielder. Yet Hiei has recklessly forced himself to master the technique, with some, trial and error. Don't worry, he got better.
His demon elemental resistance has certainly helped. He can power through most elemental attacks no problem, and is basically immune to fire and ice. And when
Okay.
he wants to get up close and personal, he can mold the darkness flame into a kick-ass sword.
He can even summon multiple dragons after assuming his ultimate form, the Giganchi.
Oh yeah, you thought one extra eye was creepy? How about a bunch of eyes all over? Which, to me, just seems like a lot of weak points.
Well, it's not. The Giganchi form greatly increases all of Hiei's abilities, not just the Darkness Flame. And to add even more layers to this, Hiei can also absorb the Dragon of the Darkness Flame himself, further increasing his strength and speed.
All of which lets him keep kicking ass and taking names around
So
the
both
demon
fires
world.
can destroy
His buddy
fire.
Yusuke was quick enough to dodge lightning, but was not fast enough to see all of Hiei's sword swings when he slashed up this ice guy. Siryu.
How many times did you cut him?
Only 16. And here I could only keep track of 7 or 8.
Therefore, Hiei was clearly attacking at speeds far faster than lightning, around 300 times the speed of sound, and that was still very early in his journey when he was considered a C-class demon. As he ranked up,
dang.
Hiei gained even more incredible
There's
speed.
gotta be
His
way
darkness
faster.
sword could even cut and burn through Kuro Momotaro, who evolved to be totally immune to, cutting and burning. So figure that one out.
By the end of his adventures, Hiei was ranked S-class level, making him many times faster than before and equal in power to his rival Yusuke.
And that
And
means
what
he's
has Yusuke
super
done?
powerful.
Right, Sensui, an S-class human, claimed he had to limit his power, as a mere 50% of it could create a worldwide earthquake. Yusuke's mentor, Genkai, even believed Yusuke could obliterate the entire planet.
But conveniently, the demon world is a lot bigger and tougher than Earth, so this crazy power level is tricky to prove. Either way, Hiei's basically on a league of his own.
As shown by Sensui, a typical S-class demon can defeat 3 A-class ones with minimal effort.
But Hiei took on 500 all by himself.
I unleashed 500 A-class demons.
Then you should know by now that when I say 500 A-class demons, I mean 1,000.
Damn, dude, shouldn't they call you like Ultimate S+ class or something by now?
Well, he's certainly comparable to Yusuke. When Yusuke fought the Demon King Yomi in the Demon World Tournament, the two of them hit each other so hard that this happened.
Okay, that's big.
Holy shit, that's insane!
While this technically occurred on a tree in the hardier Demon World, yes, that's a tree, we can calculate the curvature of the planet as seen here. The treetop appears to be well above cloud level, and we can use the circumference and the distance to this girl to determine the explosion's overall size. With all this in mind, we concluded the blast must have been at least 4.5 million meters high, nearly 15 million feet.
From
And
just
how
a
much-
punch! Well, I guess 2 punches technically, but Yusuke wasn't even in top form at the time, and he survived being in the middle of all that. Since Hiei
Yeah,
can
isn't it
fight
that's
evenly with
metaphorically that he
Yusuke
and
and
Yusuke
even
are
move
equals in
faster
power?
than him, I'd say they're definitely in the same ballpark of power level.
Okay, I'm
And just
going
for
with
kicks,
Hiei.
Hiei can separate his spirit from his mortal body while still maintaining all of his abilities.
So, is he a demon? Or a ghost?
Both, I guess. He can do this anytime he wants, unlike normal people who need to be killed, or sometimes just knocked out.
You mean like this? Ah, ghost!
Anyway, Hiei kept his word and soon found his sister in need of aid. Despite his terrible upbringing, he's actually found a supportive family among friends.
He tends to
Except
underestimate
he
his
never did
opponents.
tell her he was her brother, cause he's just too emo for that.
Still, few can match the dangerous power Hiei commands.
Once your own doom has been unraveled, I assure you there's no turning back.
Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay, this is tough. I'm going with Hiei because he's got a lot of the defenses. He seems to be able to... Really, he's probably capable of matching Sasuke in speed. That power punch he did, even if it was half, since the demon world was bigger than Earth, I swear, it sounds like I'm on drugs. Okay, Hiei. Hiei's who I'm going for because of his defense, his speed, and the fact that he can make a giant beam of light almost that seems similar to how big Sasuke. It was 35 teratons, but they weren't measuring force. They were measuring how bright or how tall the light was. Yeah, I'm going with Hiei. Okay, I was wrong last death battle, so this is a new streak. Let's see if Hiei wins. Bart! Is it time for the fight?
You! Where are you going?
Sasuke sounds like a dork.
Turn back!
Bart!
Fist of the mortal flame! I'll end this quickly.
Oop, bringing out the sword. That's not gonna end well. Come on. Oh, yeah. Chidori. Oh, Rinnegan. Oh. Ooh.
No match.
Ooh. Mangekyo Sharingan. Can he survive flames that can burn other No, there's no... Oh, and he can read minds. He can easily get out of that. Can he?
How interesting.
Just walked out of there.
How? Pathetic fool. I'm the power fire dash incarnate. Dragon of the darkness flame!
Naruto was able to power through a Matarasu, so can he? Oh, Susanoo.
Damn you!
Smacked him away.
Dragon!
Dragon doing anything? Okay, here's his ultimate form. Pretty sure Sasuke used up everything he has. Rinnegan? Wait, he made the head disappear? Kirin. He's
No match.
He can shrug off most elements. Okay, that was a pretty big attack. Sasuke's barely standing. Hiei? Is he dead? Oh jeez, he lost his power. Mangekyo. Susanoo. Oh, that's right. He can absorb the fire. Who is it? Yes!
That's more like it. A fight fit for a demon.
Way to go, Sasuke.
Wait,
Hiei.
really? I thought this was an easy win for Sasuke. What happened?
Well, hold on, I promise there's a good explanation. This was an extremely close match. Sasuke was certainly faster than Hiei given his light speed reactions through scaling to Naruto. And technically he went through superior training, so there's certainly a few versions of this fight where he could use those advantages
Okay, so
to
I was
take the
wrong
win.
on the speed.
But we're always looking for who has the best chances to win most often, not just in very specific situations.
Exactly. At first glance, it's easy to assume Sasuke's enormous and varied arsenal could have simply overwhelmed Hiei. But to our surprise, Hiei had perfect counters for almost everything Sasuke could throw at him. Being a fire and ice demon hybrid with elemental resistances, he's powered through electrical attacks like the Chidori before, and his fire immunity and oneness with the darkness flame
Rid of the
turned the
fire and
devastating
Hiei developed
Amaterasu
immunity
into a mere annoyance.
to it.
Sasuke's Rinnegan gave him gravity control, and that Sharingan Genjutsu was pretty brutal. But Hiei's gave him telekinesis and mental protections, putting the brakes on Sasuke's eye shenanigans. Even if
Guess he's
Sasuke
not
tried using
combat,
human
dude.
path on him to rip out his soul, it wouldn't have mattered, because Hiei could keep
Okay,
fighting
so
as a
Sasuke
ghost!
couldn't
And
use
frankly,
genjutsu
it's
that well
unlikely
on him.
Sasuke was that much faster. While Hiei could outpace Lightning at C-Class, the difference between Spirit classes is far greater than a simple 100 or 200% increase. After all, a lower S-Class could beat 3 A-Class fighters without much effort, and Hiei is an upper S-Class. But most surprisingly, Hiei's level of power surpassed Sasuke's.
Knew
No
it.
friggin' way!
Let's look at the Susanoo's meteor feat. By measuring the meteor's size compared to the Susanoo and applying sheer force, we determined this feat equaled about 364 teratons of TNT at most.
In scientific terms, that's a hell of a lot. And obviously scaling
Okay.
to Naruto means he could take a hit worth 27 exatons. How could Hiei top that?
Well, recall how there were multiple claims that S-Class demons could obliterate the Earth. Since
Right.
most fights took place in the demon world, which is much hardier than the human one, these claims were difficult to prove and seemed a little dubious.
Until Yusuke fought Yomi and they made that gigantic explosion.
As we determined earlier, that blast was at least 4.5 million meters tall. At minimum, the kinetic energy of an explosion like this would equal about 285 zetatons of
Oh.
TNT.
That's 21 zeros! Way more than Sasuke's meteor feat. Even if we half it, cause there's 2 people doing the punching, that's still over 5,000 times greater than the Naruto moon slice.
It's probably even more impressive than that. If the tree is actually closer to the clouds and therefore closer to the planet, that technically changes the shot's perspective, which would mean the tree is actually even wider, the explosion even larger, and thus the kinetic energy even greater.
So when Genkai said an
That's
S-class
just
demon
the
like
planet
Yusuke or
busted back.
Hiei could wipe out a planet, she wasn't kidding
Alright.
around.
Correct. While Sasuke is equal to beings powerful enough to slice and shift moons, he still could not match Hiei's strength. Even if Hiei was only half as strong as Yusuke, this would still put him well above Sasuke in terms of sheer power output and durability.
So while Sasuke was still faster, he had a
You gotta
real
love
tough
episodes
time
were the
trying to land a fatal
explanation
blow.
lasts longer than the
There were
actual
a lot
fight.
of factors in this fight, and Sasuke certainly clinched several advantages of his own. But in the end, Hiei's impeccable abilities, perfect counters, and clearly superior power took the victory.
Sasuke lost the edge and was a Sharin Connor.
The winner is Hiei.
Love it. Stick.
Hey, thanks for watching this
Okay,
episode. If you
Hiei
want battle
wins.
music
So
for
that's
yourself,
one
you
for
can get
me.
it by clicking
Let's
the
see how
link
many I
down
can get
below.
right.
And if you just can't get enough Death Battle, make sure to click the link over there to keep watching.
There's no link. Ooh. Halloween thing?
No man can challenge my power.
Ganondorf?
But what is a man?
No, Dracula. Why did I think Alucard? Ganondorf versus Dracula. That's awesome.
Pull back,
It just, damn. No, I don't want to watch that. Yeah. All right, so that was the battle. That was the. Is there a shadow of? Yeah, there's a bit of a shadow of me. Why is that there? That was weird. Oh God, please don't. No, it's regular. Okay, thought I didn't record it properly again. All right, that's it, guys. See you next time.